Opinyon, lilinawin kasama si Rocel Lopez, umaarangkada sa Spear Cyber TV.
Hi guys, I'm Red.
Hi, I'm Buddy, and we're here for the Ocean Park. We'll be experiencing the PSE Lion Trainer program.
Say hi to them, guys.
What a nice kiss. You should have one too. We should come back here. And this is a monthly attraction here in the Ocean Park. It's Christmas season, right?
Usapin, talakayin. Opinyon, lilinawin kasama si Rocel Lopez, umaarangkada sa Spear Cyber TV.
Okay, so mga kaibigan, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat at welcome po sa Friday edition ng programang Utol. Usapin, talakayin, opinyon, lilinawin, syempre dito lamang po sa Spear Cyber TV. At syempre mga kaibigan, ako pa rin ang inyong magiging Cadaver Cats, katropa, kajaming, kakosa, katambayers, kahuntahan, Rocel Lopez po. At syempre kasama natin sa technical side, ang walang kupas, ang simpatiko mga kaibigan na si Joshua Mendoza. Bueno mga kaibigan, bago tayo mag-umpisa sa ating tatalakay ngayong araw ng Biyernes, ay siyempre batiin muna natin yung ating mga tambayers, yung ating mga Cadaver Cats. Siyempre unahin na natin yung tambayang batch 85 ng Elises Guerra High School sa Malabon City. Siyempre kauna-unahan si Bossing Arnel, at siyempre sina Amor, Marisa Cruz, si Milet, si Joselito Doji Dimla, Abder Libunao, Rodena, Isabel Luna, Lily Burgos, Sally Serapio, Romel de la Cruz, Jolly Cabigaw, Liz Lupisan, Winston Hilario, si Kagawad ng Barangay Lungos, Malabon po. At siyempre si Nini Evangelista na nasa United States na po, ngayon din si Romel Reyes na nasa United States na rin, si Roger Yabilio, Joel Lapus, Nenita Labiano, Mary Grace Roque, Franco Octaviano, musician po itong kabatchmate kong po ito, at ito'y mahusay pong tumugtog. Ang alam kong hawak niya pong instrumento ay saxophone, talagang ganon. Dati po kasi nag-aaral pa kami, patugtog-tugtog lang po yan doon sa Banda 4. Ngayon, siyempre nagkakaedad, medyo nag-upgrade, so musician po siya. Talang ko nagpupunta ko sa ibang bansa. At hindi si Joel Francisco, Roberto De Rojas, Odette Recio, Alma Gungon, G. Serrano, Jen Cunanan, Kits Manjares, Arnel Estrada, Maripi Torres, Rembert Silvestre, Alex Pascual, Maruja Cruz, Fernando Felix, Abet Santiago, Alvin Eugenio, Aura Sofia Hinota, Julie Sombrevilla, Joven Domingo, Grace Lacson, Edgardo Ed de Ocampo, at siyempre si Serby Padlan. Yan po ang ating tambayang batch 85 ng Elisa Esguerra High School. Good afternoon po sa inyo mga batchmate. At siyempre yung ating mga tropa peeps sa may area ng Ilocos Norte, si Ma'am Jenny Dean at Ruel Hambaro, Michael at Zeril Pebelito, si Ira at si Jenny ng Paraiso ni Anibel sa Lawag City, Ilocos Norte. Ma'am, good afternoon po sa inyo dyan sa Ilocos Norte. At ganyan din yung aking mga relatives naman doon sa area ng Bataan, sina Tito Rick Santiago, anak niya si Al Santiago sa Orani, Bataan Public Market. Ayan. At syempre yung kapatid ni Tito Rick, ang aking titang maganda, si Tita Meldy Santiago Angeles na nasa Mabalacat, Pampanga naman. At yung ating mga katropa naman dyan sa may bandang Bulacan sa Santa Maria Maria, sina Bayan Jogrades at ang asawa niya si Mimi Jogrades at mga anak na sina Chuchay at Charlotte at yung isa pang anak, hindi ko ma-recall ang pangalan At yung ating mga kakosa dyan sa may San Jose del Monte, si Police Colonel Orlando Castil Jr., siya pong Chief of Police na San Jose del Monte City sa Bulacan. Good afternoon, sir. Welcome po sa programang Utol. At syempre si Magno Prendol ng San Jose del Monte Prosecutor's Office. Good afternoon sa iyo, Magno. At syempre pa yung ating mga kaibigang kagawad, sina Barangay Kagawad Sanidad at Pineda ng Barangay Tugatog, Malabon. At syempre sina Kagawad Nestor Rosita. Ayan. At syempre yung kanilang kapitana, si Chairwoman Edna Valenzuela. Good afternoon po sa inyo, kapitana, sa Barangay Tugatog, Malabon. At syempre ating katropa dyan, sina Kuya Danny at Demi Garcia, sina paring Sherwin, at sina Ardi Montoya ng Barangay Dulong Bronce, Barangay Tugatog, Malabon City. At siyempre yung ating kagawad na kaibigan, si Kagawad Jerry Aquino ng Barangay Maysilo, Malabon. Good afternoon. At siyang may-ari po ng jamming place sa Katmon, Malabon. Ayan po, kung gusto mag-relax, punta lang kayo ron. At siyempre si Kagawad Ruben Almoy Telichauco, si Kagawad Beng Beng ng Barangay Pulo, Valenzuela City, at yung mga tropa pips natin dyan, sina paring General Resgado, sina paring Bong, sina paring Joel, at yung iba pa na mga katropa natin sa Pulo. At siyempre si paring Enteng Diaz na Barangay Tagalag, Valenzuela City. At siyempre, yung ating regular viewer at listener, si Daniel Valdez ng Caloocan City. Good afternoon, Daniel. At yung ating mga kakosa dyan sa Sandigan Bayan, sina Kuya Albert Abed de la Cruz, siyang chief ng Sandigan Bayan Sheriff Division. At yung mga staff niya po na sina Jomar Magdasok at Robert Steve Esteban. Ayan. Kumusta na yung kaibigan natin dyan, Boss Steve? Yung mga kaibigan natin dyan sa Sandigan Bayan. Kumusta mo ko? Okay, so wala na tayo nakakalimutan siguro. Ayun, PSTI mo pala, sa pangunguna ni retired Police Major Estelito Peñano, siyang chief ng PSTI mo na Malabon City, at sa kanyang kanyang chief of operation na si Ferdy Soco, at lahat ng mga traffic enforcer ng Malabon, at siyempre mga staff, sina Grace at sina Daisy at iba pa. At siyempre si paring Rodel Viola naman ng CSU ng Malabon City. Good afternoon. At siyempre yung Kamanama Mayors, binabati na rin natin, unanahin natin si Caloocan City Mayor Oka Malapitan, Malabon City Mayor Antolen Lenlen Oreta, at si Nabota City Mayor Toby Chango, at si Valenzuela City Mayor Rex Gatchalian. Ayan, good afternoon sa iyo, mga Kamanaba Mayors, at keep up the good work po. Bueno mga kaibigan, bago tayo pag-usapan natin yung mga pag-uusapan natin, ay syempre magpapakilala lang muna po si Joshua Mendoza para malaman ng ating mga viewer at ating mga listener kung saan kayong himpilang nanonood at nakikinig. Magbabalik po kami. Okay, mga kaibigan, welcome back sa programa pong Utol. Ako pa rin inyong kasama, Rocel Lopez po. At ngayon mga kaibigan, siguro ay dumako na tayo sa ating pag-uusapan. Siguro ko marami tayong mga kaibigan, kababayan, kamag-anak na let's say na sabihin na natin diretsuhan na meron pong cancer. No? So, meron po tayong dinaluhang isang kapihan sa Maynila, no? Yung pong isang kapihan doon na pinangunahan po na siya naging host at moderator si Miss Marichu Villanueva. Ito po ay Female Opinion Writer of the Year 2011 and 2018. At ito po sa Rotary Club of Manila Journalism Award. So mga kaibigan, doon po ay pinag-usapan yung pong paano ba malalaman, agapan na ikaw ay may cancer, no? Ika nga kasi minsan, sabi nga po doon sa pinag-usapan, minsan ang tao bago nalalaman na may cancer, acute na. So doon po nangyayari, kaya merong ino-opera na, merong namamatay na, wag naman, knock on wood, no? Siyempre mga kaibigan, tulad sinabi nga ni Miss Marichu siya, naalala niya rin yung sister niya na merong cancer. At yun nga, pinag-usapan doon na ano ba dapat para maiwasan ang cancer, anong mga dapat iwasan. Ako, tinamaan po tayo ng mga kaibigan kasi sinabi rin ng mga doktor doon na bisita, na guest, na katulad yan, pag-inom, pagsisigarilyo, pagkain, pati sa pagkain, lahat po ng bagay mga kaibigan. So doon po mga kaibigan, yun nga, sabi ko nga, pinangunahan po ni Miss Marichu Villanueva ang nasabing kapihan doon sa Maynila. At ang mga naging bisita po mga kaibigan ay sina Miss Lourdes Sembrano, siyang Policy Director ng PHAP. At nandun din si Dr. George Ignacio, Chairperson for Cancer Institute, no, ng Philippine General Hospital. Si Dr. Rocel Marie Rosario, Executive Director, Philippine Cancer Society. At nandun din si Mr. Paul Perez, siyang President naman ng Cancer Coalition. So doon mga kaibigan, actually po meron pong naging mga bisita na mga cancer survivor, no? Nandun po si Miss Twinkle Valdez, siya po ay dating reporter po ng ABS-CBN, ano? At nandun nga po siya, ngayon ko hindi nalaman nung pong nandun siya sa talakayan na siya pala nagkaroon ng cancer of the breast, no? Ito pong pinag-usapan yung cancer of the breast. So ako rin mga kaibigan, yung mother ko po ay sa totoo lang din ay survivor din po ng cancer dahil nagkaroon po ang mother ko ng cancer of the breast. At actually awa naman po ng Diyos ay naka-recover po siya. Una, tinanggal yung isang breast niya, then sumunod yung pong kanyang kanan, pinatanggalan ko naman po ng bukol. At ayun po, until now ay okay naman po siya. Yan na siyempre pagka may edad na, hindi na po maiwasang maging masasakitin, pero kailangan pa rin ay i-monitor pa rin, magpa-check up. Actually nga po, kusa po si Dr. George Ignacio, salita niya, minsan dalhin din doon ma-check up po para matignan. So, bueno mga kaibigan, huwag na natin pagtagalin, ano, at panoorin natin at pakinggan ito pong naging talakayan po sa Cafe Adriatico sa Maynila. Kayo na po ang bahalang magbigay ng opinion. At yung pong may mga cancer o yung cancer patient, ay pwede po kayo mag-PM sa aming FB page dito sa programang Utol, at para kung may tanong kayo at i-relay po natin sa mga doktor na naging bisita po ron sa kapihan. So bueno mga kaibigan, panoorin po natin itong nangyaring talakayan sa Cafe Adriatico sa Maynila at nagkaroon po nga ng talakayan hinggil dito sa sakit na cancer. Panoorin po natin.
Colleagues here at Kapihan sa Manila Bay. We are fortunate that we have again guests from the medical and wellness field that we are going to have on a special topic today. Although it is, I have not yet fulfilled my Catholic duty this Ash Wednesday. I can say happy Ash Wednesday, no? But Holy Wednesday for all of us. Okay, and we just celebrated Valentine's Day, but that's the heart part, the heart, and it's very close to our heart. It's the Breast Cancer Awareness Month that we are observing the whole February, I think. And we have here the experts on this matter, and perhaps many of you or some of you have had relatives or family members who have suffered this very deadly illness. I, for one, my sister passed away last year. It's very close to my first death anniversary next month. She died of breast cancer. So we have this special teacher. And this breast cancer is really the most treatable. Basta gapan lang. Unfortunately, my sister, she lives in Guam. She relied mostly on God's help, and God could only help us if we help ourselves, diba? So, we have here experts to tell us what to do and what not to do in order to survive this deadly disease or illness that can be helped if we only help ourselves. So, after that dramatic start off, please let me introduce our guest for today. I would like to be precise. I don't want to be wrong on their designations. We have here today, thank you doctors and ma'am and sirs for giving us your your time despite your busy schedule. We have here Philippine Cancer Society Executive Director, Dr. Rocel. I like my sister Rachel. Rachel Marie B. Rosario. Good morning, ma'am, Dr. If you have seen her last week sa Itbulaga, she was the resource person on cancer survivors na story of their judgmental, don't be judgmental. And we have here also Mr. Paul Perez at the rear, at the far end. He is the president of Cancer Coalition. He had, fortunate for him, he has a son who is a cancer survivor. Thank God that you were able to save him. And we have also here Dr. Jorge Ignacio, chairperson of the PGH Cancer Institute. Good morning, doctor. Good morning po. And we have the policy director of the Pharmaceutical and Healthcare Association of the Philippines, policy director, Ms. Lourdes Desiree Sebran. Good morning, ma'am. Okay. Just this morning, I was reading the bulletin today. I read this feature story about a polio-stricken man who weds partner with stage 4 breast cancer. Another touching story. She's stage 4 already. Hindi rin naagapan. But they had special wedding rites at her hospital bed to make it literally her deathbed, just waiting for her pero they got wedded yesterday yata. Anyways, to start off the discussion about the breast cancer awareness, let's ask Dr. Ignacio here. Ano ba, sir, ang mga typical signs na dapat dangerous signals to watch out for, Dr. Sir?
First talagang, well, the easiest, ang pinakamadali sanang ma-detect among all cancers sana, yung breast. Kasi nasa labas siya, no? So, ang unang-una talaga doon ay kung meron kayong makakapang bukol, kung meron kayong makikitang bukol. O minsan kasi hindi talagang obvious yung bukol. So ano pa yung ibang kung merong mga pamumula sa balat ng inyong suso o kaya merong tinatawag na dimpling. Diba, alam natin yung dimples natin dito, no? Pagka yun nangyari sa inyong suso, merong pumatak, magkaroon ng indentation, no? Yan isa sa senyales. Any part ng breast. Ano kaya naman yung tinatawag na peau d'orange or yung talagang orange peel look ng skin. Yung bang, di ba nakita nyo yung ang orange, butas-butas, parang malalaki yung pores. Pag naging obvious yung pores ng skin dun sa area ng suso, maaari din yun na senyales. O ano kaya naman, kulani sa ating kilikili. Minsan hindi nararamdaman yung bukol mismo sa suso pero meron ng kulani sa kilikili, kaya dito sa tinatawag namin supraclavicular area, dito sa ibabaw ng ating clavicle, collarbone. Unfortunately, walang Tagalog dito sa area na to. Sana may maka-invento ng Tagalog dito sa supraclavicular area, no?
Shoulders.
Oo, sa may dito itong balong dito sa ating sa ibabaw ng collarbone, 'di ba? Meron tayong balong dito, no.
Para may
Pag merong kulani diyan, minsan diyan nagpupunta yung sa breast cancer. So, iyan yung mga subtle things na maaaring ma-miss. Kaya sana iyon ang ma-emphasize natin.
Pardon me, doctors and ma'am and sir. I forgot to ask you to give your opening statement, sir. So we'll start off with Dr. Ignacio. Can you give your opening statement, sir, on the breast cancer awareness?
Kaya nga po ngayong dahil sa breast cancer, no, makikita natin na dahil nasa labas siya sa mga kababaihan, ito yung pinaka nangyayari lagi na unang-unang nagiging pangunahing cancer sa mga babae. Kaya sana maging aware tayo sa pamamagitan ng self-breast exam, maging aware kayo sa inyong suso, lagi maging conscious. Sa pagpaligo lang, laging kakapain ang suso, no? At ito dun sa mga nagme-menstruation pa, lalo na sa timing ng paggawa, no? Before and after the menstruation, para maganda kasi before the menstruation, usually prominente yung mga bukol eh. Kapag yung bukol na yun, itandaan ninyo, tapos ng menstruation, yung ibang bukol nawawala. Kapag after your menstruation, nandun pa rin yung bukol, doon tayo dapat mag-alala. Yan. So, sana maging very aware tayo sa mga to. Maagang mahuhuli ang cancer, curable po ang cancer.
Good morning po sa lahat. On behalf of the Philippine Cancer Society, we are very pleased to be here for this forum. And as one of the oldest NGOs, non-government organizations, addressing the cancer problem, we would really like to say that as the world turns, we will see cancer increase in incidence. And we would like to lower those that are preventable, whether this will be primary prevention, meaning we do things, healthy lifestyle, physical activity, no to smoking, moderate alcohol, manage our stress, cope with our stress, so that the incidence will go down. On the other hand, there is also what we call secondary prevention and trying to find cancer at its earliest stages, because we know that an early detection can lead to a cure, as Dr. Ignacio has said. Though we do not want to alarm and cause panic to everyone, we'd like to remind that the WHO has recently, in the past few years, given out a statement that in 2030, there will be an 80% increase in cancer cases, and this will primarily be felt in the developing countries. It's like us, so kasama tayo doon. So, if people are scared about the coronavirus or the COVID-19 turning into a pandemic, I think we should actually be more scared about cancer turning into a pandemic, an epidemic, because number one, this is going to strain budgets. This is going to really be very let's say devastating, not just to patients but also to families of these cancer patients. So we are celebrating February now as Cancer Awareness Month. And we are very much aware that a law was actually signed last year as a Valentine's Day gift, And that's the NICA law, or the cancer law. And we would really like to see this law being implemented para naman matulungan ang ating mga kababayan.
Thank you po, Doctor. Mr. Paul?
Good morning, everyone. Magandang umaga po. Thank you, Ms. Marichu, for this opportunity. So, on behalf of Cancer Coalition, we really welcome this invitation so much. I think for the past how many weeks, we've seen health issues hogging the headlines, no? But mostly really focused on infectious disease. So this morning's discussion is really a welcome break from that. Though in the coronavirus, we've seen how the health system is trying to cope, or its capability and those challenges as well, and its limitations. So lumabas yun, nalantad yun yung kakayanan ng ating health system in terms of coping with issues like that. So ang nangyayari kasi, merong hindi napapansin na incidents tulad ng cancer na kailangan pansinin din, no? Despite all the other health issues, there is this laser focus dapat na kailangan nating bigyan pansin, and that is cancer. Primarily because now cancer is the second most the highest number of mortality in the country, no? I've been in the cancer fight for over 12 years. So nagsimula kami pang-4, pang-5 ata yung cancer. So ito yung numero na hindi namin inaasam na maging number 1, no? So ito lang ata yung case na talagang everyone is working not to reach number 1. And that's the reason why, as far as Cancer Coalition is concerned, we're really working hard, hand in hand with government and other stakeholders, to ensure that this storyline will change. We do hope that instead of going 1, we're going to go down further. And there are a lot of things that's happening now in the health system that can actually make this happen. Dr. Rocel mentioned about the passage of the NICA, we have the UHC, we have the Malasakit and all that. So there's a lot of things going in the health system that can actually or will be able to, or capacity to really change the narrative of cancer, and we're really looking forward for the president to appoint the council so that things will start going, and for the DOH to really allocate enough funding so that this whole system will be in place, an enabling system for any Filipino man, woman, child who has cancer, who will take on that first big step to really fight. Nangyayari kasi parang hindi natin sila binibigyan ng pag-asa. Alam naman natin, pag may cancer ka, ang unang hahawakan mo yung pag-asa. Okay? So, bigyan po natin sila ng pag-asa by really implementing, and the true spirit of the law will happen. Maraming salamat.
I'm sorry to hear about it. We'll tackle that later on. Ms. Sembrano, please.
Hi, good morning. Well, cancer is a leading cause of death worldwide indeed, accounting for 9.6 million deaths worldwide. In 2018, 1 out of 6 deaths is attributable to cancer worldwide. Each individual who is unable to work or who dies prematurely because of cancer represents a loss of workforce, participation, GDP contribution, and human capital. But more importantly, it's a loss of a friend, a loss of a loved one, which is the more painful thing. Cancer is actually a treatment term. It's a generic term for a large group of diseases that can affect any part of the body. There are more than 600 types of cancer, most of which require 600 types of cancer, most of which require unique diagnostic and management approaches. But substantial progress has been made in the fight against cancer. Rates of cancer survivorship is on the rise, thanks in part to the collective commitment of advocates, but also to advances in science. In our industry's role, in the pharmaceutical industry's role as researchers and developers of medicines, pharmaceutical research and development companies work on about 3,000 medicines and vaccines. This is a number in addition to a legacy of medicines for cancer that are currently already available in generic form. So since 1980, 83% of life expectancy gains in cancer are attributable to improved treatments. And we are entering a very exciting phase where we are boldly exploring new cancer treatments such as immuno-oncology. I call this God designed the human body to fend off diseases, including cancer, and man has recently discovered some of it. Immuno-oncology. But also personalized medicines because of genetic studies, all for the benefit of the patients. The members of the Pharmaceutical and Healthcare Association of the Philippines, or PHAP, is committed to deliver and promote access to these innovative medicines for cancer and work with all stakeholders, especially journalists, on solutions that promote health and prevent death and suffering. Our shared duty is to ensure that all people have access to full knowledge on cancer, be it risk factors such as smoking, prevention such as vaccination, early detection, or screening, what Doc mentioned earlier, or treatment. We can raise awareness on cancer, but more importantly, reach out to policymakers to position cancer as a public health priority and to effect positive changes. We would like to be part of that advocacy of solutions, ma'am. Thank you.
Nice words, ma'am. I hope we can all agree on that. I would like to throw the first question to Dr. Ignacio. Unfortunately, he's the only one who represents the government because PGH is under the Department of Health. I know you have nothing on policies, but at least you can have some inputs to our policymakers like Dr. Duque, who is our favorite guest here at Capital sa Manila Bay. Just a month ago, he was here about the COVID. At the time, COVID pa lang. Ngayon, COVID-19 na. So, can we ask Dr. Ignacio here, on the policy issue that doctors like you, who are highly regarded by Dr. Duque, what can you suggest to your big boss at the DOH?
Well, not to preempt the law that has just been passed. Actually, we're waiting for the IRR on that one.
Up to now? 1 year ago?
Actually, the implementation of that one. It's already ratified. It's already approved. But we just have to the implementation of the IRR. Just to clarify, Philippine General Hospital is an autonomous independent. So we are not under the Department of Health right now, and even in the DepEd. So we are autonomous. We are under the UP system.
You are the most well-funded. Directly to the office of the President.
Because we make representations in the Congress.
Yes.
That matter.
Yeah.
And the big chunk of the UP system budget goes to PGH right now.
Yes.
Because we actually served the public. Things na kailangan na magbago sa ating bansa, nandoon na sa law. Ang kailangan lang po natin talaga ay ma-implement. Like one, alam natin na mahal ang mga bagong gamot.
Yes.
Yung mga innovator drugs, ang mga like immunotherapy also, you spend around like from 150 to 350,000 every 3 weeks on that one.
Wow.
And yung ordinary na Pilipino, imposible talagang maabot yung mga ganyang klaseng mga gamot. Ano ang pwede natin gawin? Paano natin magagawa ng paraan para maging abot kaya ang mga ganitong mga sakit? Kasi kapag nagpatuloy na mahal ang mga gamot, magiging pribilehiyo ng mayayaman lamang ang mabuhay ng mahaba kapag kayo may cancer, di ba? Kasi dahil sila lang ang makaka-afford ng mga gamot na gano'n, ng mga bago. Sana maging pantay-pantay ang karapatan ng mga may sakit, lalo na yung may cancer, para lahat tayo may access sa mga bagong gamot. Yun ang kailangan ngayon natin i-speed up, kasi merong mga provision pa yung ating batas na nakaka-inhibit para maging available para sa mga mahihirap ito. Lalo na yung tinatawag nating Philippine Drug Formulary na hindi pa masyadong tinatanggap yung mga bagong mga gamot na mga mahal. Kaya kapag wala doon sa listahan na iyon yung mga gamot, hindi pwedeng bumili ang isang government hospital ng mga gamot ng mga bagong ganoon. Kaya hindi namin maibigay sa mga pasyente. Maraming sitwasyon na ganito ang nangyayari. Kaya kahit alam namin kung ano ang dapat tanggapin ng isang pasyente, hindi namin maibigay. Merong mga ganong limitasyon
Ito sa batas.
sa batas.
So, dapat pala naimbitahan natin FDA dito. Sila yung drug formulary, di ba, sir?
Nasa DOH ngayon po, meron silang may bagong committee ngayon sila na binuo para dyan. Health Technology Council.
Anong problema ba yung hindi na-implement yung IRR? Ironic naman. Kasi
Siguro
implementing rules and regulations tapos hindi na-implement.
Siguro kay
Yeah.
Paul.
So I'm a member of the IRR.
Kasi stakeholders yan, supposedly.
We went through 13 or 14 sessions. No? So, nung una, akala na DOH, mga 3 meeting lang. Umabot kami sa 14. So, ganun namin hinimay lahat ng mga provisions ng batas. No? I'm with Dr. Ignacio na nag-aantay rin kami because nga, as much as the IRR tried to detail everything, ang next step kasi is yung mga concerned government agencies should now release guidelines. Okay. Unfortunately, hanggang ngayon, hindi nag-release ng guidelines. Oo. So, katok na kami ng katok. Ano nga ba ang nangyayari? Ang kagandahan kasi ng batas, napakalawak. Okay? It's from early detection to survivorship or to end of life stage. No? Talagang covered lahat ito. So, every stage na yon, every part ng continuum, meron mga strong provisions and we've been really trying to secure specific guidelines. Example na lang, in the law, it says that every cancer survivor and per cancer patient are automatically declared PWD. Okay. So, napakadali. At napakalaking tulong yun sana sa mga pasyente natin kung naibigay na yung guidelines na yun. Awa ng Diyos, hindi pa nag-release ng guidelines ang NCDA. Napakadami natin mga
Agency yan?
National Commission on Disabled Affairs. Okay? So,
Ano yung dapat lang gawin?
ibigay ang guidelines kung paano mag-avail. Sa ngayon kasi may mga ibang pasyente na the doctors can actually expound on this na pag pumunta ang isang pasyente at humingi ng PWD, yung iba nabibigyan, yung
Yes,
iba
kasi
hindi.
yung pinsan ko nakakuha ng PWD.
Pero may maraming iba hindi nabibigyan kasi minsan ang hinahanapan, ano ba yung nawala sa'yo? Yung physical na nawala.
Yes.
Now the law says it doesn't have to be anything physical. Okay? Kaso may mga ibang LGUs, since wala pang guidelines, hindi nagbibigay. So lalo na nung pumatak ang Enero, ang dami naghahanap. Okay? At pinramis yun ng batas, hinahanap na ngayon. So may mga ganun mga inaabangan kami, wala pa. Pangalawa, yung pinaka-importante sa tingin namin, yung creation of the council. Kasi the council will now become a policy.
How many members yan?
12 I think, but 2 representatives from the from the doctors and 3 from patient organizations. Okay, so aside from the typical TSWD, DOH, FDA, and all that. So hindi pa po nabubuhos. Inaantay namin yung mga.
Who's holding that one?
Nag-deadline ng submission ng mga aplikante for the council. I think around November.
Presidential appointees ba yun?
Yes, it's supposed to be appointed by the president. So, may mga ganun kaming inaabangan na nag-anniversary na nga yung batas ng February 14. Ang tanong namin,
Yung IRR, kailan
it was signed around August last year.
Okay.
So, technically,
August last year.
Yes. Ilang buwan na. Some of the provisions dapat in 60 days, 90 days, dapat umaandar na.
Yes.
Ayun, nagbagong taon na po, wala pa rin.
And it's so sad to hear about that. Sabi nga that devil is in the details. Ma'am, kayo napanood ko kayo sa Itbulaga, ma'am. Pasensya, naging idol kayo kasi naiyak din ako sa portion dahil nakaka-relate ako. Di ba nakaka-shocking yung cost of medicine na di ba nagpahula pa na sa Itbulaga sa cost of medicine nila. And how can one survive kung don't have those kind of resources? And siyempre, mga doctors, buti nakakalibre kami ng mga professional sila dahil naaawa na rin siguro sa hirapan namin. So, how does the patient, the relative, the families can cope with cancer? Wala namang alternative medicine, di ba? Mga ganyan.
I think as far as medicines are concerned, that's really the big question. And that's the reason why we are fighting hard that the Cancer Assistance Fund for patients will soon be funded.
Saan yan? The same law?
It's in the same law.
How much supposedly yan, ma'am, na dapat may budget yan?
The budget is still up in the air. If you would want us, it will really be very, very big.
Yeah, anong
But then-
ideal amount muna na parang working capital? Anong suggest nyo, ma'am? Anong recommended nyo?
Anywhere from 500 million to 2 billion.
Hindi yan nasama sa batas, ma'am. It was not provided in the law.
The
Maraming funded ito.
the exact amount has not been stated in the law. But of course, I'm sure the government can actually come up with an amount.
It's within the law,
Because-
ma'am. A cancer assistance fund
Yes,
to be
it's-
administered by what agency?
The DOH.
The DOH. And the DOH is the one implementing the universal health care.
Yes. So somehow the Department of Health and the other concerned agencies should be able to work together because this is actually what they want to do.
Yeah.
Diba? Na to centralize all funding so that walang magkadoble-doble
Yeah.
and so that it will be distributed equitably to all patients who need it. And we were very hopeful
Oo nga, no?
when we were talking about the cancer law and the malasakit center law and even the UHC law, but it seems like now our patients are really coming to us and asking for funding because they're saying that the Philippine Charity Sweepstakes Office has already decreased help for cancer. Yes, decreased. They have lessened the funds that they give to cancer patients because there is already the universal healthcare law. But when you go also to the hospitals and inquire about this, they will also say that PhilHealth only has this much to give to a cancer patient. So where do they go now? We thought there would be like a one-stop shop.
Malasakit center.
Yes, where patients can just go and say, I have this disease, I have cancer, and how can government or all the agencies that are helping each other help me?
Yes. Yeah.
From the patient perspective kasi, napakalaking issue talaga yung funding, no, or yung availability of medicines, no. I think from yung ibang datos, ang out-of-pocket cost na sinashell out ng Filipino patient is nag-range from 60% to as high as 80%. Ganun katindi. That's the reason why talaga naman pag tinamaan ka ng cancer and tingin talaga financial catastrophe nangyayari sa iyo. That's the reason why all the enabling, sabi ko parang enabling environment should come in para magtulungan kasi walang nagka-catch sa pasyenteng Pilipino pagdating sa pera. Of course, meron tayong nababanggit na PhilHealth and all. Dati may access to PAGCOR, PCS, na nawala na ngayon kasi may UHC. Kulang na kulang.
Yes.
And talagang ngayon kumakatok sila kung saan-saan para lang maitawid. No? Nabanggit natin yung isang amount kay Dr. Ignacio. Talagang minsan talagang hindi kami nakakatulog dahil nga iniisip namin pwedeng mabuhay ito kung meron lang.
Yes.
Yung ganung kwento. Na sana palitan natin narrative na yun kasi alam naman natin pwede sila mag-allocate ng a certain amount.
Dr. Ignacio, kasi meron din natatanong mamaya sa
Totoo nga po, no? Kasi ngayon, katulad ang coverage ng PhilHealth for every chemotherapy is just 5,650.
Ay, magkano ba ang chemotherapy?
Ang chemotherapy po, lampas-lampas doon. Siyempre, mayroong...
Minsan, thrice a week pa, di ba?
Minsan, merong weekly, merong ano. Ang nakakatuwa kasi dapat ma-update na yung mga ganong klaseng mga coverage kasi kung minsan nag-chemo kami ng 5 araw, 5,650 pa rin. Yung outpatient na 350 pa rin ang coverage ng PhilHealth. Paano naman nangyari yun? Pare-pareho ang binibigay. Paano kung nagstay yung pasyente ng 5-6 na araw para sa chemotherapy sa hospital? Hindi nakasya po yung 5,650. Kaya nakaka-frustrate sometimes, no? Pero siguro, with the changes ngayon na hinihintay natin, ang problema natin, wala pa yung council which would bring up all these matters para magbago.
We'd also just like to mention, because we want to be fair. So there is actually Z benefits package from the PhilHealth for certain cancers like breast, colon and rectal, childhood, leukemia, and then prostate, right?
Kasi maraming
And then meron pang mga ginagawa like cervical cancer.
eye incidents.
Yes. But we have to think that there are limitations to these Z packages. Meron kasi mga requirements.
Zeta.
Yes, Zeta. Z packages.
End of the alphabet.
Because
They envisioned it as from start. Kasi that would mean from surgery until the adjuvant, from surgery until yung adjuvant chemotherapy and radiation, all in the Z package, so from until the end.
not all our patients who want to avail of them can actually avail of it.
Ano naman ang yung Z package yan? They can charge as much as they can?
There are mga projected estimates and there are budgets as far as PhilHealth is concerned. For example, I think for children with leukemia, it's 300,000, 500,000 na. Yeah.
How can they qualify?
Yun ang problema. So nung nilabas ng PhilHealth ang Z packages, the whole idea is to really support yung catastrophic conditions. Okay? Kasama kasi aside from cancer, may heart transplantation, may kidney transplant, kasama siya. So nangyari lang is that ang laki ng amount, so napakasaya namin. Kasi biro mo yan, pag may pasyente ka, may access ka sa dapat sa 500,000 pag leukemia. No? Kaso nag-start na sila maglagay ng mga yung provisions. So for leukemia, for example, it should be what they call the virgin case, na kung saan ka na-diagnose ng hospital, dun ka dapat mag-a-avail. Hindi lahat ng hospital cancer access site. At saka, minsan, the usual process is, di ba, maghahanap, hindi mo naman alam na cancer ka agad yung sa'yo, di ba? So pupunta ka sa isang doctor, then i-refer ka ng doctor sa iba or a primary hospital, and then, meron ka pang journey dadaanan. By the time na-diagnose ka at confirm kang cancer, siguro that would be your third or fourth, disqualified ka na. So sabi namin sa PhilHealth, gusto niyo ba talaga tumulong o hindi? Kasi ang hirap naman nung pinapagawa nyo sa aming mga pasyente. So sabi nila, gusto nila tumulong. So alisin nyo na lang yung mga prerequisites na gano'n. Huwag nyo na taasan.
Administrative amendment.
Initially kasi it started 300,000 and then they increased it to 500. Sabi namin, ayaw namin ng 500, masaya na kami sa 300. Basta alisin nyo lang. Kasi the availment is very low. So I don't know ang rates ng PGH ngayon in terms of availment. Alam namin mababa.
Okay, Ms. Sembrano, sagutin mo yung challenge nila.
Yes. The private sector, the pharmaceutical companies have actually designed access programs. So yung iba-ibang components ng access program, some of them would have discounts. So 50%, 30% discount on the drugs.
How do they avail of that discount?
They can avail through doctors.
Affiliated nyo?
Yeah, unfortunately, most of these doctors are in private institutions. Diba? Kasi mga oncologists, ganyan. Yes, and even oncologists naman practicing in government hospitals, hindi nila mabigay because some of these drugs are not in the Philippine National Formulary. So,
May patent pa.
Okay lang naman yung patent pero yung nasa formulary dapat, and by the way, there's a 2-year moratorium
On what?
on acceptance for new applications for the Philippine National Formulary.
Bakit may moratorium?
2 years.
Most of the change that they do the health.
Because health technology assessment has to be exercised or implemented. So they need to review yung mga existing packages, existing medicine. So they need 2 years for that. So yun. So because of that, patients who need it more are not able to access the access programs. So, I also sat in the technical working group for the cancer law IRR, and we actually proposed a provision there, which is access to PNF or non-PNF drugs, and especially those that are accompanied with access programs from the private sector, to be coordinated by the DOH.
Okay.
But yun na nga, again, it's also waiting for the DOH, NICA, National Integrated Cancer Control Council, to be established and start work.
I-arta kaya natin yan, yung anti-red tape council, i-arta ko yan. Anyway, another narrative, Dr. Ignacio, nababanggit nga ni Ms. Simbrano, private sector. There's a narrative that I would like to share with you, and I think you know it. The UP Cancer Ward sa TAF, di ba, sir? One of the benefactors there na lagi nagbibigay ng tulong sa mga, especially children stricken with cancer, is a good friend of mine, Jimmy Jaime Policarpio, the former PLLO of Mr. Strata during his term. Every birthday niya, doon niya sineselebrate with the cancer-stricken, and he has put a lot of improvements there para sa mga family, relatives din, para habang nag-aantay, may mga ventilador, may mga TV para sa mga bata, at nire-repaint niya. Tapos di ba yung TAF kasi medyo maingay, paano makikure yung mga bata? I mean, hindi man-cure, but yung ma-enhance yung kanilang maingay. So, we put a lot of changes there. Tapos may playground pa yata. And I think I will give you this opportunity to call upon this good-hearted private sector to chip in or to help in the cancer care. Dr. Nash.
Yes, I always advocate this. The cancer burden po ng Pilipinas, kasi po Philippine General Hospital po kami, no? Talagang all over the country ang dumadagsa sa amin. Actually, right now in our outpatient, we look at 300 to 500 patients a day. From Monday to Friday, all over the Philippines in PGH.
And how many doctors you have there?
And we have our fellows are around 30 on each day. Imagine how many patients they will look at. Kung hindi pa kami modernized, it hampers our services also. Kung wala kaming computerization, hahantayin pa namin yung records ng manually, kukunin dito sa record section, ilalabas yung envelope bago pa makarating sa clinic. Biruin nyo 500 patients yung ilalabas ng iisang nasa records namin na bawal magkasakit, bawal mamatayan, kahit kapag-anak. Bawal siya kasi mag-absent. Napakahirap po, di ba? So, I'm calling on all of you. Kasi katina lang, meron ako sinagot sa social media na sabi, mabagal daw doon maggalaw ang mga dahil kulang ang mga tao. Yes. Sa amin, parte hanggang doon lang kami para humingi ng mga items. So, limitado ang aming tao compared sa dami ng pasyente. Siyempre, kung mapaparami natin ang mga tao, mas mabibilis natin ang serbisyo. Pero, doon na rin dadating ang private sectors. Si Mr. Policarpio, very thankful to him. Actually, he's very low-key. Ayaw niya nga minsan mention. He built up yung aming mga waiting areas, tents and everything. Pinaganda yung garden, playground, etc. Lahat. Pagka meron akong problema, sabihin mo lang sa kanya, dumadating siya. And there are other good-hearted people who would like to do that. But as a shared responsibility, kailangan pa rin po namin lahat tayo magtulong-tulong. Mas gagaan po yung bigat ng burden ng cancer sa ating bansa kung magkakasama-sama tayo. Sometimes yun nga yung kinaiinggit ko pagka pumupunta sa ibang bansa, makikita mo doon sa kanila merong mga naming rights yung mga private individuals. Si Bill Gates minsan mag-donate ng isang ganito, etc. Whatever. Pero kung sa atin sana, kahit hindi na pangalan ng isang tao, kung tayo-tayo siguro magkakasama-sama, magagawa natin ang paraan yon. Paano natin magagawa ng paraan? Pwede ba tayong magkasama-sama, pharmaceutical and private sectors makapag-finance ng isang sector ng manpower, whether it be secretarial or nasa records lang, computers, experts na pwede nating i-hire para mapabilis, para pagka yun nga yung laptop na nire-request ko, 5 taon ako nire-request ko. Sana pagka nagtitingin ang doktor, kasi ideally dapat tina-type na niya sa computer yung records ng pasyente para pagdating ng pasyente sa susunod, click, andyan na yung records ng pasyente. Hindi na tayo maghihintay. Hindi pa kami nakakaabot po hanggang ngayon doon sa ganong senaryo. Matagal ko na pong pinangarap yon since ako'y chairman 10 years ago ng Cancer Institute. Ganon po yung mga bagay na ganito, no?
Wala pa rin yun?
I've been asking other sectors, like I asked PAGCOR also for donations for laptops, etc.
Di ICT man lang.
Magagawan po sana ng maraming areas na pwede tayo magsama-sama. If you like a time motion study on saan nagkakaroon ng slowdown dito, ang pagtimpla ng chemotherapy namin, kailangan namin pabilisin, ganito, etc. Mabiibsan natin yung reklamo. Alam ko, karapatan natin lahat mag-voice out talaga na Doon naman namin naririnig din at nakikita kung saan kami nagkukulang. Pero sometimes kahit na alam na namin talaga, ito yung solusyon natin. Saan natin kukunin ang resources to make this possible? If you will be able to bring everyone together to do this, katulad noon, hinihintay namin yung pondo na hanggang ngayon, hindi naman nagagawa pa yung pondo. Hindi namin alam kung kailan magkakaroon ng pondo talaga ang cancer. Pero hindi kasama kasi dito sa pondo itong mga sinasabi kong ng bagay. Kasi itong mga bagay ito, hindi ito priority. Yung kanilang pondo para sa gamot, etc., sa mga procedures. Etong mga sinasabi ko ay para sa serbisyo mismo, yung pampabubuti. Kumbaga sa software tayo mag-ano.
Tsaka time din of the essence, di ba? Time
Yes.
is of the essence.
Yung pong mga pasyente na dumating na umalis ng bahay ng madaling araw, kung maseserbisyon sila ng hapon na, parang napakahirap pong tanggapin yan sa kanila. Draining para sa may cancer kasi na maupo doon o mahiga doon na hindi
Just
komportable
waiting.
sa waiting area namin. Yung mga bagay na ganyan. Kapag nakita natin po sa ibang bansa ang waiting area ng mga pasyente, naka-aircon, di ba? Gaganda na lang. Kaya natin yung mga bagay na yan kung magsasama-sama tayo. Tulad ni Mr. Policarpio, ginagawa niya ng paraan, hindi man aircon, but it's still as much as possible maging humane, no? Comfortable. We can do it. Basta sama-sama po tayo. Basta magkasama-sama lang.
Alam mo, Doc Ignacio, we are fortunate because there are 2 PAGCOR people here. Tapos Eric Balcos, take note. Eric, saan ka ba? And Miss Twinkle Valdez. Twinkle, asan si Twinkle? Halika rito. Twinkle, she is a cancer survivor. Twinkle, can you share with us? Ito, biglaan lang to. Pipilitin ko na si Twinkle. She was formerly connected with ABS-CBN. But she is a super cancer survivor.
Hi, good morning. I'm Twinkle Valdez. I used to be with ABS-CBN. I'm now with PAGCOR. I was diagnosed with cancer in 2010. Breast cancer. Yes. All the works I had it. Surgery, chemo. Yes, hirap ang magkaroon ng ganitong sakit. So, meron talaga humihingi rin ng tulong sa amin, siyempre sa PAGCOR, at nakikita kung gaano kung talaga nila nahihirapan sila. Sana nga magkatotoo yung sinasabi ni doktor na yung magtulungan talaga na mabigyan ng talagang pondo ng gobyerno yung mga cancer, itong may cancer agency or something, magtayo ng gano'n para para lang sa mga cancer patient. Dahil talaga kakaiba po pagka nagkaroon ka na ng sakit ito. Nung nalaman ko yan, akala ko end of the world na. Pero sa awa ng Diyos, maraming tumulong. At yun lang po.
dasal din, maraming dasal ang kailangan po natin. At siyempre, support ng pamilya, ng mga kaibigan na katulad po ng, at mga doktor po na magagaling po na doktor po natin dito sa Pilipinas.
Ayan, thank you, Ma'am Twinkle, kasi I'd also like to highlight no, na stories like this, stories of survivors, stories of cancer patients who've made it are very important, no? Not just siguro to the public, but also to government, that they should encourage us that we can really do something about it. And yun, babalik tayo po na early diagnosis, proper treatment, we will have the upper hand on fighting this disease.
And as we speak right now, as we are discussing breast cancer, we have another good friend, Twinkle, si Toots Ople. Si Toots Ople, she's currently today, she's undergoing surgery doon sa American Breast Cancer doon sa Makati. Kala ko nga sa Makati Med, yung parang specialized from US daw yung mga ano doon. And we are praying for her speedy recovery. Si Toots Ople, she's the daughter of former Senator Blas Ople. Ma'am, meron kang sharing with us on the possible yung call ni
Actually, maraming partnerships, but also, in terms of, kanina pinag-uusapan, policy reform, di ba? Ano ba yung pwedeng policy reform? There are examples already existing in some parts of the world. For example, yung katumbas ng Cancer Assistance Fund, there's a Cancer Drugs Fund in the UK na nakahiwalay siya. Kaya nga dito din, ina-advocate din sana namin that, okay, there's the Philippine National Formulary, di ba? Yan yung list of drugs that the government can procure or reimburse, and everything will have to go through health technology assessment. Pero pinopropose namin, there be another list, an alternative list, pwedeng subject to conditions and guidelines, and an example of such a list is a cancer drugs list, which is already existing in the UK. Ang ginawa nila doon, there's a set budget. So pagkakasyahin yon, you know the budget is 340 million pounds. So pag kinumpre,
hindi man tayo pwede mag-apply doon.
Oo nga eh, di ba? Pero ano pa rin, may guidelines pa rin sila because mauubos because of the demand.
Tsaka, yeah.
Oo, so,
for that, indigent, who cannot afford it.
Kaya nga, I feel for the Cancer Coalition na sinasabi nila, there's actually a provision for a Cancer Assistance Fund in the law, pero wala pang ang number.
Ito, Dr. Ignacio, because I know he will, I don't know if he will confirm it. May problema pa nga dyan dahil minsan mga congressional endorsement, kasi nagpondo sila sa PGH, so kailangan bigyan sila ng priority even if they are not indigent. Diba? Yun ang problema doon. Dr. Ignacio.
Yun nga sana, no? Pinakamaganda siguro doon sa ganon, yung mga pondo ng mga congressmen or senators, kung i-pull nyo na lang ito sama-sama, tapos ang paggawa may guidelines naman ng paggamit nun, meron na lang answerable na office for that one para hindi na parang palakasan, kasi ito ginagamit ng ibang mga kongresista na tiga ron sa amin yan, ito tiga sa amin ang kukuha, bibigyan nyo ng parang nagiging parang na rin parang
pork barrel.
Parang pork barrel, undue enticement for parang bribery in a way. So sana hindi ganoon ang mangyari. Kung unbranded yung pondo na yon, pinagsama-sama lang, generic. At merong office answerable to that one with proper auditing, etc. For indigent lang talaga. So magiging parang universal yung yung pondo na yung application, hindi pa nangyayari. Sana naman mangyari na rin yung mga ganyang klase para hindi na naging ganun ang paggamit.
Doc, ikaw, anong sharing dyan?
Executive Director,
Doc Rachel.
Philippine Cancer Society.
Basically, I agree with what Dr. Ignacio has said, that the funds should really go to where it is intended to go, and we need cooperation, no, from all sectors, because we do know if we can get funds from, other sources. And some of us also really have funds for personal sources. So, bigay na lang natin doon sa mga nangangailangan talaga.
Paul, sa mga, in behalf of families sa mga cancer.
Dalawang bagay lang para sa pasyente. Number one is, yun nga, alam namin kung saan, at saka sana mapadali kung paano i-avail. Kasi isipin mo, may sakit ka na, pumipila ka pa. Minsan, the night before, pumipila na sila eh. Or if not, kung nanay ka, tatay, iiwanan mo yung anak mo sa hospital para maghanap ka. Those are the untold stories of all that we go through, or our families from the indigent sector would go through if they fight cancer. So again, na-mention ni Dr. Ignacio kanina, yung dignity and alam mo, more humane. That's why nga, hindi lang medical ang titignan natin, yung lahat ng mga bagay-bagay to how to support. No? And it's a bigger story in a sense that stress, as we all know, is one of the key factors, no? So, bakit ba stressful ba buhay sa Pilipinas, di ba? So, dapat titignan din yung mga bagay na yun, kasi as much as we really want to focus on the medical solution, there are other aspects that we can actually start looking into that might aid in bringing down incidence of cancer. Okay.
Ignacio, before I open it to the floor.
Kasama rin nun, making it humane, no? Kasi nung as I march through the Cancer Institute, nung una nakita ko yung mga nanay. Imagine this, no? Kung kayo yung nanay na merong baby na may sakit ng cancer, dala-dala nyo yun sa hospital, hindi lang naman yung baby ang dala-dala nyo, may bag kayo ng mga damit niya, pagkain niya, etc. Tapos, bibigyan pa kayo ng papeles ng laboratorio, no? Tapos papakuha sa inyo yung gamot, no? Sana kung 4 ang kamay nyo, kaya nyo siguro dalhin lahat yun. No? Kaya in my FB account, I asked for donations of your old strollers. Yung mga inaalikabukan naman sa mga garahe na hindi na kinalakihan na ng mga anak nyo. Of course, new ones are always welcome. They mean a lot. Dun sa mga nanay na yun. No? Kaya sa ihiga nila sa sahig yung bata dahil wala silang kamay. Or ipapabilin dun sa katabi, ganon, no? Sana kung may stroller sila, mas madali, no? Na-imagine ko kasi yung pag nasa mall kayo, nakikita niyo yung mga may kaya, may mga aso pa na naka-stroller. Aso yun nasa stroller. Pero mas kailangan nila yun.
Alam mo, nafe-feel ko si Doc nangingilid na yung luha ni Doc Kasi talagang, you can relate with that.
Yan, bigyan kita ng strollers. We'd also like to point out, especially with Paul here from the Cancer Coalition Philippines, that we also look into the middle income family na hindi naman sila, hindi nga sila super poor kasi middle income. But a lot of these families who have a member na ma-diagnose ng cancer, there is a good study actually done here in the Philippines a few years ago showing that within the year, this family can be pushed into poverty. Kaya maraming hindi natatapos ng treatment dahil doon sa gastusin talaga para sa cancer. So, lawakan din natin siguro yung pagtingin natin, doon sa kung sino lang talaga yung pwedeng tulungan. In other words, that's why we really want to push again for this cancer law to be implemented, because we want an equitable distribution of the funding.
Put your money where your mouth is. I would like to tell you na I tried to invite the principal authors of this law, but they are all unavailable. Ma'am.
Ibahin ko naman yung idadagdag kong perspective, because there's another law that's waiting to be implemented. It's called the
Now I know
healthcare.
I did not attend this because you will take this up with me. Sige, ma'am.
Universal healthcare. Now, one of the most important provisions there is primary care. And yun din yung hinihingi ko sa media. If you can also put more attention to the value of primary care in cancer, especially in cancer prevention or in early diagnosis of cancer. Kasi ganito yan eh. In our part of the world, cancer is diagnosed usually late. And because it's late, kabuntun na yung kasama yung gamot, survivorship is lower. So ganyan eh. So okay, yes, we need to address a lot of these things for the short term, but for the long term, the more important thing to do is to encourage early diagnosis or yung screening, or in fact raise awareness against the risk factors, diba? Smoking, too much alcohol, too much stress, your diet, your lifestyle.
Yes, lifestyle.
Yes, kasama. So yun. So yes, we need those things, but hey, 2030s, isang tumbling na lang for most of us. It's not very far off. So unless we do something about it, that 80% projected growth is going to happen.
Doc Ignacio.
That is the reason why we had this cancer caravan in the Philippine General Hospital Cancer Institute. We have these 2 big vans. The first one was donated by Hyundai, by a good friend of mine, was my classmate in high school, the president and CEO, Agnes Agudo, Perez Agudo. The other one came from J&J. It has a mammogram and an ultrasound machine inside. Pumupunta po kami sa mga barangay para mahuli namin ng maagang. The first time that we went out to Ternate, Cavite, we captured 7 cases.
Wow.
Ang statistics po ng mga developed countries, you have to have 100 mammograms to be able to detect just one early breast cancer. Yung labas namin doon, 50 pa lang yung minammogram namin, 7 na po yung aming pasyente. That was already biopsied right on the spot. Kasama na rin po namin yung mga fellows namin to do the biopsy and then.
And this costs a lot.
This costs a lot. That's also my problem is the strain on the budget. I'm trying to get some budgeting from the Andres Soriano Foundation and other pharmaceutical industry, of course. Well, welcome to join me in that one kasi the logistics is too difficult to handle for our budget. Every time we go out, malaki yung budget din namin. So to be successful, which is already yun nga yung getting 7 cases in its debut actually. It's already a success.
When was that, sir?
Ternate, Cavite, it was way last year around October, I think.
So it's not every week or what?
That's the problem. We cannot do it as a lot because it entails a lot of logistical things. So yun yung sagot. Totoo na we need to catch them early. Lagi nagko-complain yung ibang oncologists na pag dumating naman sa amin, laging late na, advanced na. So what are we doing? That's the answer right now. What are we doing?
And you are doing this for free.
We're doing it for free. So kaya
primary
medyo
healthcare nga sa rural
dahil nga wala pa tayong programs on these things and everything. So we took the initiative on going out, doing lectures, spray do sa kwelyo ng matres,
Tapos,
makikita
ayun
yung pattern kung may abnormality. So dun malalaman kung kailangan mo gawin yung cryotherapy o kailangan mo mag-biopsy dun sa.
Pero doktor magpo-procedure niyan, hindi.
Meron. Pero meron pong mga trained nurses din.
They can do
The
that.
nurses can do it because it's just spraying the cervix with that.
They know how to do it.
Yes. It's
not a
it's an
pap smear.
alternative to the pap smear. It's cheaper kasi acid lang, and then makikita na kaagad. Kasi yung pap smear, isasubmit pa sa laboratory, babasahin pa yun. So it takes time.
So ito,
Yun po, directly. Pagka nakikita na yung pattern, na magkakaroon na talaga sila ng clue kung anong gagawin.
and then you can freeze it. If
Kaya
it
na
doesn't
pwede
look
nang
good, you
i-freeze.
freeze it, and then it will just slough off.
Slap
Doc
off kayo.
Rocel, natatanda ko na si Senator Lauren Legarta, yung anti-cervix cancer noon. She had a tie up with the Sanofi. They introduced anti-cervix yung
Oh, that's a vaccination.
Oo.
Vaccination.
What's that? Is it really effective?
Yes. There are two available in the market right now na cervical cancer vaccine. And yun yung sana idadagdag ko aside from the awareness and the screening. Pag na-negative yung dun sa screening, especially for cervical cancer, pwede na siya magpa-vaccinate.
How recommended? What age?
9 yata yun.
So, cervical, tulad ng ibang mga bakuna, maganda talaga na mabakunahan yung isang tao na wala pa siyang infection sa human papilloma virus, no? Itong HPV or HPV, because the HPV, the virus itself is connected with an increased risk of developing cervical cancer. In fact, there are known strains of the virus very closely connected with the development of cervical cancer. So the recommendation is to have 2 vaccinations if you are between 9 to 12 years old. And if you are beyond that, then you get 3 vaccinations. Apparently, it works better. Your immune system works better if you get a vaccination between 9 to 12 years old. Having said that, all women can actually have the vaccination until 45 years old. So, pwede naman siya mag-catch up if hindi ka mag-fall doon sa unang recommendation. So, nagkakaroon naman po ng pilot vaccinations ang Department of Health, but we also need to siguro follow up with them if there's an intention na mas malawakan yung pagbigay ng vaccination.
Kasama na yun sa free vaccination ng DOH?
Nag-pilot po sila noon.
Pilot
Hindi
pa lang.
ito kasama ng EPI, yung expanded program for immunization for children. Hindi po siya kasama doon. Oo. So, ito din po, ang kasama doon sa expanded program for immunization in children for the prevention of developing another kind of cancer in the future is the hepatitis B vaccination, which is given within the first 24 hours of birth. And this will hopefully prevent a big portion of hepatoma or liver cancer that develops in a person because in Asia, ito yung pinakamalaki na risk factor for developing liver cancer. Hepatitis B chronic infection.
So,
Tama ko to?
ina-administer sa mga babies?
Yes, this is given to babies within the first 24 hours. Newborn siya. It is may batas
Ano yan
talaga
sa
yun.
newborn screening
Okay. Kasi
procedures.
meron akong daughter-in-law na mga anak lang next month. Sabihin mo agad magpaganyan ka. Pero HPV is that transmittable or communicable?
Yes, it is sexually or skin to
How does one get
skin,
it?
skin to mucus.
Kaya, ano original? Yung sa COVID, animal.
Intimate relationship, sexual intercourse.
It's within us. It's within the body.
It can be passed from one person to the next.
Yes. Definitely intercourse kasama, but
Pwede rin.
certain strains are transferred with skin to skin, by skin to skin
Contact.
transmission.
Parang HIV
Kissing,
pala.
touching.
So parang it's within the body of human person. It's not from animal or what. Katulad ng COVID, animal ang origin. Okay. The floor is now open. Is there questions, Sheila?
Or Dr. Rosario. Sorry. Ma'am, you mentioned yung rising cases ng breast cancer. Where do you attribute that? And ano po yung latest data ngayon on breast cancer?
If we're going to look at Globocan, breast cancer is number 1 cancer in the Philippines, no? And we don't see this fall over the years. because though we advocate some prevention for this type of cancer, there is that factor of what do you call that, uninterrupted exposure to estrogen, which can be a risk factor for developing breast cancer. So, anong ibig sabihin noon? Ang isang babae, kasi whole lifetime niya, di ba? We have our period every month, nag-demonstrate tayo. So, estrogen and progesterone have a role in the female body, no? Now, if you are exposed to this every month, that's already, kasi babae ka, that's already a risk factor. Now, pag nabubuntis ka, we know that progesterone is what we call the hormone of pregnancy. So, estrogen lies down. So, pag nabuntis ka, then, nagpapahinga ka actually sa exposure mo to estrogen. Pag marami kang anak, tulad ng mga lola natin noon, marami kang pahinga doon sa exposure. Over time, with urbanization and development and more educated women, we don't like to have 6 or 7 or 8 children anymore. No? We only have siguro 1 or 2. So, mas mahaba yung exposure mo to estrogen. So, being female automatically actually increases your factor for breast cancer. And also the fact na siguro we have to look at weight playing a role in the development of breast cancer. So these are the things we think about, no? So sinasabi namin parate, maybe breast cancer over the years will really go higher and higher. What we want to do lang is, even if dadami ang cases, sana tataas pa rin ang survival kasi maaagapan natin siya ng maaga. Okay? Kasi if there's something you cannot control, hindi siya tulad ng cervical cancer na may bakuna eh. 'Di ba? May bakuna na. Actually, the WHO now has this campaign to, if we can potentially eradicate cervical cancer. Because there is a vaccine, and number 2, you can find it at the precursor stage where hindi pa siya cancer, pwede mo nang gawa ng paraan. But some of the other cancers, hindi talaga maawat, like breast cancer that will go up. But we just want better or more higher survival rates, even if the cases will go up. If a lot are surviving, then that's still our best bet.
Statistics.
Ay, ito, maganda.
For breast cancer, in the last GloboCan kasi 24,700 plus new cases every year. Yun yung, and then yung deaths niyan, almost 10,000.
Yes, this is Philippines. And ito pala, ma'am, there's also one thing that we have to emphasize, no? Because data is so important. So, the cancer law also provides for support to a population-based cancer registry so that we can come out with data. This data sa GloboCan, no? This is nakalista ito sa WHO. The data actually comes from 3 sources here in the Philippines. The Philippine Cancer Society runs the Manila Cancer Registry. The Department of Health runs the Rizal Cancer Registry. And then there is a data registry in Cebu, which used to be run by Aboitiz Foundation and recently turned over na to DOH Regional Office.
Sir, kay Dr. Ignacio, sir, mayroon pagbababa sa profile ng mga breast cancer patients sa PGH?
If you would compare us, no, Filipinos to our neighboring countries, mas mataas sa atin ang breast cancer compared to Thais, the Koreans, etc. Why is this? We still do not know how na mas mataas tayo. Probably our interracial marriages, nakapasok na yung mga western genes sa ating katawan. Dr. Eva of the National Institute of Health actually was able to identify breast cancer gene that is unique to the Filipinos also. If it's the one culprit and driving this gene na pataas sa atin is yet to be seen. But there are such things. No, parang mataas talaga sa atin yon. Plus, of course, sinabi ni Dr. Rosario, nagbago yung mga babae. Kababaihan sa atin, ayaw na ng maraming anak nga. So, tapos late na nag-aasawa o late na nag-aanak. Kasi most of them would like to have more established sa career nila, 30 plus na. Dapat early on, mag-anak ka na para stop na agad yung exposure ng estrogen nga. So, there are a lot of factors playing. Kaya tumataas pa rin ang breast cancer sa atin.
Kay Dr. Perez, sir, you mentioned yung guidelines on PWD. Ina-expect ito to come from the DILG, and ano pang mga guidelines yung wala pa? Inaantay?
Sabi, DSWD dapat. Kasi NCDA. But ang aming tinututukan actually is ang DOH na magkaroon ng interagency na kailangan sila yung mag-lead pa rin. So, all those bodies na mentioned, LGU, which is under LGUs, DSWD, saka DOH ang aming tinututukan. Yun ang inaantay namin. Nagpalit ata kasi ng bagong chair ang Disabled Affairs, kaya medyo may delay ng ganun.
Hello, Dr. Ignacio. I'm Zian Ambrosio from ABS-CBN. I've encountered kasi some cancer patients who were invited by doctors from China and other countries to test their technology. Dahil nga siguro sa funds natin. So parang they're enticed to go to the other countries to try their technology. Do you advise them to do so?
One, I will not mention the center in China that's been recruiting a lot of patients here in our country. I would like to emphasize this. China has their own shares of so many cancer patients. Just to be more blunt on this one, kung magaling sila, as they say, at pinakamagaling sila, dapat punong-puno muna sila ng mga Chinese. They don't have to come here and recruit patients here because they'll be full, their hands will be full of Chinese. But as it is, when you go there, 90% of the patients there are Filipinos. That's sad. Tapos, hindi pa yun yung standard treatment that they give. When we look at their reports, it's actually very difficult to decipher what they're doing to the patients. So it's so difficult. And when I ask Chinese oncologists, medical oncologists in international conferences about this center, they don't even know about that center. They don't even know about that center. So they just advise me, oh, don't believe, it's business, it's money making. So I'd like to advise the public on that one. Very, very true. I've had that first-hand experience on these patients. Pagka dinedecipher nga this treatment, those kind of treatments that we will give to our cancer patients. So sad about that. Banned is actually something. I wish I could, but thing is, there's freedom of for patients to choice and what treatment you'd like to have for yourself. But just a warning. Just a warning. If it's so, think twice before. Yes. Look at the stats. Those well-known people who have cancer who went out of the country actually did not come back well. If you would look at it that way, we have
there are people na ginagamit yung limitasyon ng ibang tao and then they exploiting it, and that's how we view that case in China. So that talagang actually it's exploitation really, because you're pushed against the wall and you're dangling this offer that's completely unacceptable and really nakakasukatin pag ginagawa.
Yes, I always use this as an analogy. Yeah, no. If like for example me as Dr. Ignacio, chairman of the Cancer Institute, will go out there and tell everyone, I just discovered this concoction, the tea that will cure cancer. Imagine how many patients I can get with my reputation as the chair of the Cancer Institute. But I will not do that in my conscience, of course. Because that is, of course, exploiting that feeling of looking for a cure. Yes, there's an inherent vulnerability of cancer patients, and you would not dare like to do that. If you have a conscience, actually.
To that, Doc, you talk about cryotechnology. It was started in Germany, but they stopped it already. Then it's no longer being practiced in Germany because there are new modalities already in medical treatment, not only vaccines and drugs. I'm the president of PHMC, Biological Homeopathic Medical Corporation, and I work very closely with PCIM, Philippine College of Integrative Medicine and Homotoxicology. And there are a lot of, maybe hundreds of survivors when you talk of cancer. My question is, we will be embarking on the research of endocrine system, the hormonal imbalance, that our report from Germany and Munich, it is one of the main causes of breast cancer and prostate cancer. If you think of endocrine system, this is the one producing the hormones in our body. And it is said that the hormone is the one regulating the normal functions of organ system. Is this a possible, what do you think about this, Doc? Talking about also future research.
Yes, the approach is right actually being used. As mentioned, breast is largely responsive to the estrogen exposure. Kaya the imbalance, pagka masyadong mataas yung exposure mo, then if you modify that, if you lower that one, then naturally your risk for breast cancer goes down. Also true for prostate cancer. The other way around, for the male, your testosterone actually is the one driving the enlargement of the prostate and actually leading to some prostate cancer. So that's the reason why they're trying to do that balancing of the endocrine system, and it matters a lot in those kind of cancers. And that's true. That can be manipulated in a way to be able to lessen the chance of having breast cancer and androgen. Yes.
Diba may joke nga yung mga guys sa prostate, pag overused, laki. Overused and underused yata yung joke nila. Okay.
Paano po ba natin may iwasan yung cancer? Or possible po ba na maiwasan siya?
Any cancer?
We have to remember that 30% actually of all cancers can be prevented, no? And another 30% can be cured if discovered early. So if you put those together, 60% actually, no, of these cancers dapat mawawala sa Pilipinas, sa Pinoy. And this is where we want that prevention to come in. So there are pillars, no, na accepted internationally and worldwide. Number one will be, let's have a healthy or healthier lifestyle. So, wag tayong maninigarilyo kasi alam natin na maraming maidudulot yon. Wag tayong mag-chew ng tobacco. Marami din yung pwede magkaroon ng cancer, tataas yung risk for cancer. Okay? And we be physically active. We know that excess weight on our body can also, there are actually parang something like 18 cancers that are kinda associated with obesity, or being overweight. So we can lower that risk if we watch out, no? So physical activity. And then we can avail of these other vaccines na makaka-prevent liver cancer, cervical cancer, let's drink alcohol in moderation. Although if you ask the doctors here, will say don't drink na lang alcohol because you might not be able to moderate. Di ba? Sabi ko nga, anong moderate? Moderate yun na sa isang galon.
For everyone, all sectors, not just for government, not just for doctors, sama-sama po nating buhatin itong kabigatan ng ating responsibilidad na ito at gagaan ito kung tayo sama-sama. Yun lang po. Maraming salamat.
Siyempre simran.
I would like to share the aspiration and ambition of the pharmaceutical industry. That is to stop the myth that cancer is a death sentence and instead convert it to just another chronic disease. That is the aspiration and that's what we're working on. And yet, innovation is nothing with just discovery of a drug or cure. Innovation happens only when access to it happens and only when the desired outcome, i.e., prevention of death or longer life or improved quality of life happens. So sana sama niyo kami lagi sa conversations. We want to be part of the solution.
Very inspirational closing statements. I hope we in media could also help promote cancer awareness and prolong survivorship and everything. And in this note, I would like to thank you again, sirs and madams, for sharing this special day with us. Thank you.
Okay, so bueno mga kaibigan, yan po at napakinggan nyo at napanood yung po nangyaring mga talakayan. Talaga namang, kita mo si Miss Marichu po talaga mangiyak-iyak. Kaya na siya dahil yung sister niya. At gayon din si Miss Twinkle, sabi nga, ang hirap. Kapag ka ikaw walang pera dito, siyempre, mahirap para kang pipila, yung doktor, yung etc. Marami pong proseso. Tsaka sinabi naman po rin ni Dr. George Ignacio na kulang ang mga doktor. Talagang kulang sila, maging sa may nire-request pa nga raw siya yung maging computerized na para yung mga pasyente pagka yung tinignan mo ron, pagka ginanon mo sa computer, pag-click mo lalabas na raw lahat ang information. Ngayon kasi kaya nagtatagal, pinaliwalag naman ni doktor na kaya nagtatagal po yung mga pasyente sa pagpila, etc. Dahil po sa tagal, ilan po ang pasyente araw-araw na pumupunta raw po sa Philippine General Hospital, tapos ilan lang silang doktor, so kulang, underman, ika nga, napakaraming pasyente pero kulang yung mga doktor. So siyempre ang isang pasyente nga naman hindi naman agad-agad pagka andyan at siya na antimano tapos kagad, hindi po, kukuhanan mo na information, etc. Pagkatapos tsaka parang dadalhin sagad sa laboratory, etc. So bago sumunod yung pangalawa, natadagdagan na naman ang pila. Kaya po inaano niya, mas maganda ay mai-computerize na lahat para sandali na lang, at least makakabilis po sa proseso. So bueno mga kaibigan, yung pong mga may cancer o kayong wala pa, medyo iwasan nga raw po yung sobrang pag-inom, paninigarilyo, naku, tinamaan ako doon, talaga naman. At siyempre, lahat po ng bawal, pagkain, mga fatty food, mga salty food, lahat po ng sobra ay masama po. Pero sabi nga nila, kung ano yung bawal, siyang masarap. Pero ganun pa man, nasa sa inyo na ho yun, pero kung kalusugan ng pag-usapan, kailangan sumunod tayo sa mga doktor na nagsasabi na tama naman ho na huwag naman ho sobra sa lahat. Maging lahat ng bagay po pag sobra, masama. Okay, bueno mga kaibigan, at muli at nagpapala muna ang inyong lingkod pansamantala at magbabalik po tayo ulit sa araw ng Lunes para pa rin dito sa ating programang Utol. Muli, ako po inyong naging kasama, kakwentuhan, kajaming, katropa, kadabar cats, katropa pips, Rocel Lopez, at nakasama natin sa technical side ang walang kupas na simpatikong si Joshua Mendoza. Magandang hapon Pilipinas, hasta la vista.
Usapin, talakayin, opinyon, lilinawin kasama si Rocel Lopez, umaarangkada sa Spears Cyber TV.